Well, we all do the best we can to protect our vehicles and keep them well maintained.
But if you drive an older car, you should pay special attention to the timing belt. Do you know where that is in the car?
No, I rely on someone else to take care of that for me.
The one guy who knows right where it is, David Rogers from Keller Brothers, helping us out today. Let us know what we can do with that timing belt. And first of all, where is it? We have no clue.
It's right here, Chris. I got it right here, buddy. You're okay. No,
it shouldn't be there, should it?
You took that one out of your car, Chris.
Honestly, it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. It should be inside the car. And that's the thing about the timing belt. It's a great question you pose, because a timing belt can't be seen. You can't see the timing belt without disassembling much of the car. And therein lies the mystery. The manufacturers are going to tell you need to either change the belt at 90,000, 100,000, or at some point there. But the fact is that you don't always want to wait until the last minute, as evidenced by my friend here on the left. What I have here is a broken timing belt, and it broke while this automobile was driving. This is the head of a motor, which is basically the top half of an engine in a very small car that's out of a Volkswagen Bug or a Beetle. What you're seeing here, these are called valves, and basically they have a long stem on them. They should all be down right now. They're locked open. These are down. See how these are nice and flush, and see how these, I can get my finger in between them, and you can kind of, if you look closely, you can see some damage here where they were slammed, okay? And these basically sit on top of the pistons. And what happens is, we all know a piston goes up and down. So it kind of goes up and down like this. It's a big metal cylinder, and those little valves are going up and down above it. But what happens is the timing belt keeps them from ever hitting each other, and they kind of time opposite. Well, when the belt breaks, bam. Okay, and when that happens, the pistons hit these, and that's what those marks are that you're seeing there. It slams them, and when the pistons slam this, it'll lock them up, and guess what? You're not driving anymore. It'll shut the vehicle down. This was a $4,000 boo-boo. Okay, when you think about $4,000 as opposed to a few $100s for changing a belt, typical timing belt replacement probably going to run you around $500–600, and that's including a few other key things. Let me kind of show you what happens with the belt. Here's a good belt. You can see all the nice little notches and the teeth there. Well, on this broken belt, you can kind of see what happened. Some of those notches are missing. Can you see how flat and worn those are? And that caused the belt to jump and break. Okay, back to the point. With the timing belt, there's several things. Underneath that timing belt is your water pump. Water pumps are going to fail. It's not a matter if, it's a matter of when. This is a water pump. Basically, what you need to do when you change a timing belt, always do the water pump too. The reason is it's under the belt. So we have to take that timing belt off to get to it. You don't want to stretch this belt. So if you don't replace the water pump when I do this, and then the water pump fails a couple thousand miles later, you're paying me to do the belt again. And you're paying me to do the water pump. Not something you want to do. In addition to that, you may hear from someone, replace the cam and crank seals or the oil seals. These are little oil seals that basically go behind the timing cover, and they seal up places where oil might be traveling in the motor. When you replace these seals, you're saving yourself, again, hundreds and hundreds of dollars of labor, because we're already inside there. Now, final thing I want to tell you, timing belts come with tensioners nowadays. You've got to replace a tensioner when you do the timing belt. You're not saving money when you tell a service writer, don't replace the tensioner or the belt or the water pump because they're not leaking or broken yet. Go ahead and do it. We're in there. It's a very, very simple thing and doesn't cost you anything more than the part. The last thing I'm going to tell you, this car that broke, the manufacturer said to change the belt at $105,000. It broke at $89,000, costing the consumer $4,000, and the manufacturer didn't stand behind it. So folks, change the belt, change it early, get it done, and don't get in this kind of situation. I'd hate for you to have to spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah, Dave, don't you think this don't you think Natalie could do this on her own?
Hey,
no problem.
You know what? I think Natalie could do just about anything that Natalie wants to. I believe in you, Natalie.
Thanks for your support.
Good answer, my friend. Good advice, yeah.